Hello, hello. My name's Unknown Void Cats, and welcome to a very, very chill ASMR. A very basic one, too, because today I don't really got anything planned. I don't really got any overarching story or idea. I'm still thinking of one currently. I was actually planning today of, making like a more story-based ASMR, kind of like my last video, choosing your abilities ASMR. But as much as I was thinking over these past few days, I just couldn't think of like a fully fleshed out idea yet. Like, I'm starting to get like some inklings of some ideas of like what kind of routes I might want to take, but I still need to flesh those ideas out more to give them a bit more like concepts connected to them and more ideas of what I want to do. Because while I don't fully plan out any of my videos, like what I say is mostly come up with on the spot, I do at least somewhat plan like what path I want to take and what like triggers I want to bring in to the video and have preemptively brought before the video starts, the recording starts. But I haven't thought of those yet, like what I want to do for my next video. But since it's been almost a week, maybe has actually been a full week since I recorded that last video, I can't remember. But when I noticed that, I realized I want to make a video today, no matter what it is, because I like making ASMR videos, even if I'm not the best at them. And so, I wanted to make sure that I make one today, because I don't want to get too rusty. I don't want to get any more rusty than I already am waiting all these days. I don't want to go more than an entire week without making one. So I was thinking of making one today. Just a very simple one. I'm just gonna be talking about a lot of random things, rambling about, random stuff, like just stuff about the channel, stuff I've been doing, stuff I've been procrastinating on and doing instead of making videos, because that's part of the reason why it's been so long since I've made a video on this channel, why it's been like 5 days. It's because, unfortunately, I can be a bit of a procrastinator. I can very easily get distracted doing other things. Sometimes like I'll wake up and be like, today's the day I'm gonna make that ASMR video I was thinking of. And then I'll put it off and be like, I'll do it after I eat. Then I'll be like, I'll do it after I finish this video I was watching as I'm eating. Then I end up just doing a million other things and it never happens. But today, I'm gonna do one. No matter how basic it's gonna be, I'm gonna make one and have it be done. But anyways, what should I talk about? I understand, actually. I wonder, so I was talking about making this ASMR video, since I haven't made one in a while, I'm just gonna make this basic ASMR video, and then the more in-depth, story-based one will be made later. But technically, it could be made today as well, because I'm actually making this video kind of early. I actually just woke up a little bit ago before I started making this video. So technically, after I, make this video, edit it, there may be still time to make another more in-depth ASMR video. But I don't know if I will, because I may be starting to get sleepy by then. We'll have to see later. But anyways, what was it that I wanted to talk about when I was starting this video? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about one of the things I was busy doing this week. One of the things I've been trying to practice a bit more, and that is I've been trying to get more and more into art and getting, better and better at art, because, well, I think art is really cool. It's really amazing to bring your creations to life, put your imagination on a page, and get better and better at it as the days go by. I think it's amazing. And I want to get better at it because I think it'd be great not only for me and my enjoyment, but also for the channel, because if you've seen my other videos, or if you've seen this video, it's also, likely have a little thing. In every video, the thing you see on the screen, the visual element of the videos, is always like a little drawn picture. Very simple. I'm not the best artist, but there's always something drawn for the videos. Maybe multiple pictures drawn for the videos. And so I do want to get better at art, because I'm hoping that maybe one day I'll be able to add a bit more quality to those images. I want to make them better than they currently are. So I'm trying to slowly improve and get better and better every day. Though I will say, there is a bit of difference between the art that I do for the videos and the art that I do for practice, because the art that I usually do for the videos is more digitally. Not really professionally digitally. I don't get like a drawing tablet or anything like that. It's mostly I actually just open up the computers and just draw random paint app with my computer mouse, so not the most professional thing. Versus the art that I usually do is like practice and just for my own enjoyment is usually a bit more physical. Like I got this sketchbook. In front of me. This is what I usually use when I'm just drawing on my own for my own enjoyment and practice. I'll draw various different images, mostly Pokemon because I like drawing Pokemon. They're simple, they're cute. But I'll also draw some other things. Like recently, I think, yesterday it was, I was trying to practice drawing like various other things I don't usually have as much practice with. Like I was trying to draw some trees and some cats, because I am the unknown void cat, so I would like to get better at drawing cats. Actually, I drew multiple pages of cats, trying to get better. I'm still very, very much of a novice at drawing cats, not the best, but I am trying to get better slowly over time. I also practice drawing some flowers, some birds, and some trees, just a lot of random things, because looking through this sketchbook, I'm essentially done, as I've filled up every last page in this notebook. The only thing left, well, not notebook, sketchbook, I get the words confused sometimes, I guess. The only thing left in the sketchbook is just finishing up some of the stuff. I've already drawn everything. All I have left is some of these stuff. I want to go back to these drawings I did. I want to go back to them and like color them in, because some of them I kind of just left like blank, white as the paper, which is basic lines. Some of them I want to go back to and actually fill them in with a bit of color, a bit of nice vibrant color. I also have one last big thing I want to finish for this sketchbook before it's finished, and that is, I actually have this drawing that I want to finish. That's meant to be like the final page that I was going to draw for this notebook. It's not notebook, sketchbook. Excuse me, I keep saying notebook. It's nothing, the drawing is nothing big. It's just an Eevee, the Pokemon, with some various stuff in the background, with like some trees. and a river and flowers all around. But I really wanted to like make this picture because I wanted like something to put on the front of the sketchbook, like a cover on the sketchbook when I finish it. It'll be like a nice like finishing touch to the sketchbook when I put it away to give it like a nice cover. And I felt that this would be the perfect thing to draw for the cover, just a nice little Eevee and with some random stuff in the background because it makes sense to have a Pokemon be the thing on the cover of this sketchbook, as, to be honest, 90% of the pages are just random drawings of Pokemons, because I like to draw them. It's a nice little practice, getting lines straight, just drawing random little things to get more used to drawing every day. So I'll try to draw a Pokemon every single day, and after doing that for a few weeks, maybe even a few months at this point, I filled up this entire sketchbook with a lot of Pokemons and some other random things. But since it's mostly Pokemon, I wanted the nice cover art to just be a picture of an Eevee with some other stuff. And I really want this other stuff like this river and these trees, because I kind of want like a full picture. Because the thing about my sketchbook is most of the things in it, they're not like a full finished picture. They're just like a bunch of Pokemon spread out amongst the page. But I wanted this drawing to be like a finished thing. There's a centerpiece of the Eevee, the river in the background, the trees in the background, and like various different pieces. I want it to be a full piece, a full finished piece. Not just one Pokemon smack dab in the middle, but various pieces coming together. Something that would really like fit for like the nice cover art to finish off this sketchbook. And so that's what I'm planning on doing. I already have the rough out sketch of everything. I drew it all. I drew everything I wanted to draw in just like basic pencil. All that's left to do is just go over it all and pen to make it pop out a bit more, and then color it all in. That's all that's left. And then this will be finished. I'll attach it to the front of the sketchbook, and that'll be almost it. There's a few things left I also want to do in the sketchbook, just as I said earlier, there's a few other things I want to color into the sketchbook, but this will be like the last like full like thing that I'm like drawing and doing in the sketchbook. Everything else will just be like going back to previous stuff and coloring them in. And it's honestly, it's been a bit of a journey, because honestly, before the sketchbook, I wasn't really that much of a drawer. I didn't really draw very much. I wasn't very good at art. I mean, I'm not really good at it right now either, but I've been trying to get better. I think, when did I start? I think it was a few months ago. I think it was late last December that I started. And when I started, I didn't start with like anything big. Like I didn't even have a sketchbook actually. Like this is my first sketchbook, but I did draw before that. Before I got this sketchbook. Because what I had was, I just had this random notebook lying around that I had from like, I think years ago. Like from a class years ago. I just had this random notebook lying around. That was just like half the pages were filled up with just random assignments and stuff from years ago, but I decided to repurpose that notebook and fill the remaining pages up with random drawings, and that's what I did. I filled it up, I finished it, and then after it was finished, I got this very first sketchbook, my very first like full sketchbook, and I filled it all up over the next few months. And today is the day to finish it. I'm honestly looking forward to finishing it. because it was honestly enjoyable. There was moments that annoyed me, you know. There's moments where the drawings just didn't seem to ever come together. They just never came out how I wanted them to. They always just kind of looked bad. But then there's also like very relaxing moments. That's the thing for me. Like art is just like a very relaxing thing. Just letting your mind empty out and focus on nothing but the page in front of you, the drawing in front of you, and the pen or pencil or color pencil or marker, whatever is in your hand, just focusing on nothing but the paper and the drawing utensil in your hand, and just drawing and drawing for hours and hours, letting nothing else distract you but the paper in front of you. It was very relaxing, very nice. Honestly, I'd recommend it to almost anybody, even if you're not like a big creative person, even if you don't really know how to draw. I'd still recommend like starting, because it's very, very relaxing and very satisfying too, because while not every drawing will come out looking the way you want it to, in fact, when you're starting out, most of them won't. Most of my drawings I first made, honestly, made me want to just rip the hair off my head, because it just never seemed to come together. But it's just that one drawing every once in a while that just seems to just be exactly what you want. And when you finish it, it's just so satisfying. It's such a nice feeling of seeing it finally come together after hours of work, after hours of drawing it, filling it in with color, after just hours of effort, seeing it finally come together. It's such a nice feeling. It's so satisfying knowing that all your effort has finally paid off and you have finished this piece in front of you. And just looking back at how it started as nothing but a few rough lines, but now it's a full drawing, a full picture, something nice. So I like drawing, even if I'm not very good at it. It's still very nice to do, and I do hope to get better at it in the future. But that was one of the things I've been doing over the past week. Well, the drawing's been technically happening for a lot more than a week. It's been happening for a few months, but it's been happening a lot more this week. I've been doing it a lot more. It's been a lot more hours. But that was one of the things I've been doing this week. One of the things that have kept me a little distracted from making my ASMR videos. Though that's not the only thing. In fact, I would even say it's the main culprits at the end of the day. As while I do draw a decent amount nowadays, putting a few hours in every day, it's not the thing I put the most hours in. No. That would still be gaming. I am a big gamer. I love playing games. I mean, I have a whole channel dedicated to playing games. The main channel, the Unknown Void Cats channel. I put a lot of hours into playing games because I've always loved games. Ever since I was young, I've always played video games. I've always loved them. And so, they have taken up many of hours. Many hours have been taken up, whether it be playing them for videos, like with my Minecraft mod pack that I'm currently playing, or Factorio, or Don't Starve, the various games I'm playing and making videos of. Those take up hours, but also there's hours taken up playing games not for videos, just playing games for my own enjoyment. Like, currently, the game that I'm playing a lot of right now would actually be Hearts of Iron 4. You know, the strategy game, the Paradox game, for those who know it. I've been putting a good amount of hours into it this week. Not really the base game, I don't really play the base game very much. Instead, I usually play modded. Specifically, the mod that I really like to play is Equestria at War. If you know that mod, it's a kind of like a My Little Pony mod for Hearts of Iron 4. But despite its interesting and kind of strange concept, I mean, who would have thought of a My Little Pony mod for a war strategy game? But despite its strange concept, it's a very well put together mod. It has a lot of, and I mean a lot of just effort and like passion put into it, I can see. And it's very fun to play. I've actually been playing it for a decent amount of time. Not as much as some other people, but I've been playing it since before Zebra Cut came out, before the update that came out bringing the Zebra Cut content to the mod. I've been playing for I think a few months before that update came out. I gotta remember, what was the very first nation I played in that mod? I think it was either the Crystal Empire going down the Sombra path. I remember playing that nation. And then I also played the Kingdom of Wing Party. I played the Democratic version of Wing Party and then also the King version. That was some of the first nations I ever played in that mod pack. I wasn't very good at it because I'm not very good at Hearts of Iron 4. I never really played the base game, Hearts of Iron 4. I only really played the Equestria War mod. Because to be honest, I mean, this is a story I've told a few times before on the main channel. But I've actually never really played base game Hearts of Iron 4 because the minute I bought it and, you know, installed and such and loaded into it, I was just immediately just hit by just DLC after DLC. It felt like everywhere I turned, every nation I clicked on was just another thing locked behind DLC because I didn't have any DLCs when I got the game, so every nation I clicked on, it felt like you just couldn't do anything in it. Like, it felt like all the interesting, historical, like all the cool paths, they were all locked behind a DLC. It felt like half the things couldn't be done without a DLC. So it kind of pushed me away from the game. And I actually never played it when I first bought it. I opened it up, saw how many things were locked behind DLC, and never played it because the whole thing that actually got me to buy the game was watching videos on it. And I thought that game looked very cool. But I didn't understand because obviously when you watch videos on the game, the YouTubers who play the game would obviously have most of the DLCs as their whole thing is making videos on the game. So of course they have like about every DLC. So you don't really understand watching their videos, you don't really understand how much of the focus trees and how much of the content is locked behind DLC. So after opening up the game, I so quickly just closed it and I never really went back for an entire year. An entire year it just kind of sat gathering dust in my Steam library. That is until I learned about like some of the various mods for Hearts of Iron 4. specifically when I learned about the Equestria War mod and all the cool focus trees it had and stuff and all the cool nations. And so when I saw that in a few videos on it, I decided to give Artsfire 4 another chance. And I went back to it. I downloaded the mod. I went back to it and I tried playing one of the nations, and while I wasn't very good at it, I actually enjoyed it, because the nice thing about playing a mod is you don't gotta worry about half the focus trees being DLC blocked. You don't gotta worry about that at all. You can play any focus tree you want, as long as the nation has a focus tree, that is. But I had a lot of fun, and it actually, the mod actually led me to actually like playing the game. It led to me liking the game and playing it more and more, even if I wasn't good at it. But fast forward a few months, the Zebraca update comes out. I play that, have some fun with it, playing, the new nations, Hippogriphia and such. But then, fast forward a few months, another update comes out, play that. Fast forward a few months after that, what was it? Oh yeah, the Celestial Resistance update came out. Played a bit of that, played a bit of the Celestial Resistance. It was fun, very hard, but fun. I couldn't quite get most of the paths done. Like, I was able to get the basic help Equestria after the Civil War is done path, but I couldn't really get the last Bastion of Harmony, or the evil shadow path. I couldn't really get those done very well because I'm not that good at the game. But I do think I'll go back one day and try them out again, try to complete them. But fast forward a bit after that. Recently, I think it was a week ago that it came out, there was this new update for the mod, Cats and Dogs update or something like that, that added a rework to the Kingdom of Bronze Hill and a full focus tree to the Kingdom of Cynia, who before that actually had no focus tree besides the generic one. And so it came out I think like a week ago, and I started playing it I think 2 days after it came out. Like, I found out about it 2 days after it came out, and I started playing it. I started playing the Kingdom of Cynia, playing with all the cat nation, which is fun because I am the unknown void cat, so I love playing a nation full of cats. I played it, did the basic path, the Gomez path, where you restore the monarch, bring them back up to good mental health, have a rule over the nation. Then I played the other two paths, the uprising path, the path where you bring the Katrina or Katrina or something like that. I can't remember how it goes. Dynasty back. I played the 3 different paths for the nation. It was fun. It was kind of hard at some points because for the first path, the Gomez path, I actually struggled quite a bit because I got a little unlucky that one of the nations, the Wing Party, kind of went really quick down its focus tree towards invading me, because Wing Party has a few different paths it can go down, a few different not like, when I mean paths, I don't necessarily mean like the democracy, the fascist, the supremacist, the communist paths that they have. I don't really mean those. I mean like even just going down their supremacist path, they have multiple different things they can do. They can focus on their economy, focus on invading the various nations around it, and then they can also focus on stuff in Zebraca. And the problem I had is Wing Party, that game, when I was playing the Gomez path, for some reason focused down the Zebraca path really quickly, and because of that, they invaded me quite early, so I didn't have a lot of time to prepare and get strong and stuff. So I had to really struggle to fight them because they had like 30 something troops, while I only had about 10 to 15. So it was a very, very strong struggle, especially because my troops were also just a bit weaker than theirs as well. So I had less troops, and they were weaker. The only silver lining, though, is they didn't bring all their troops to the war, as I'm pretty sure the AI likes to keep some of their troops on their homeland, just in case any other nation invades them, I guess. And so they didn't bring every troop to fight me, so I was able to, with enough hard work and enough saving and loading, I was able to win the war just by getting kind of lucky, to be honest. The AI, what the AI kind of did was it really focused attacking one side of my army, leaving the other side mostly okay. So they ended up overextending their line on one side, and so they had to move some troops from the other side to that side, and then that left. What essentially they did is they super overextended on the south side, the south front line, which left my north front line to take advantage of that chaos to like start doing a bunch of damage in the north and like take back some land and destroy, encircle some units in the north, because they had to move some of their units away from the north into the south front line to make up for how much they're overextending. And so with enough of that, enough of like encirclements and such, I was able to win the war and finish the path, and then eventually go to do the other two paths. And it was fun. It took up a lot of time though. It was taking hours and hours because I had to constantly save and reload, and I had to go to really low speeds because I had to like micromanage every single movement of my units because they had a lot more units than me, so I had to make sure that the few units I had were being used as effectively as they can. But I won at the end of the day, and it was fun. It was satisfying to finally succeed over a superior enemy with much more troops than I had. But yeah, that was one of the things I've been doing this week. Playing a lot of Heartsfire 4 and doing a lot of drawing. That's honestly one of the big things that have been distracting me from making ASMR videos. But hey, it's okay because I'm here today, aren't I? And I made that other ASMR a few days ago too, despite being distracted by playing Heartsfire 4 and like really wanting to, in the back of my mind, get back to it. But I still put aside the time and made that ASMR video. And I put aside the time and made this one, even if this one is quite simple. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this ASMR video. It was very simple. Just a bit of me rambling on for a while. I hope it didn't bore you too much, and I do hope you enjoy it. And, of course, as always, I hope you get a very, very good sleep. I hope you sleep very, very well, because you deserve it. You are special. You are amazing. And you deserve a great, great sleep. So have exactly that. Take nice, deep rest. And I'll see you soon. Good night.